What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another X-Ville adventure. I am Pac-Man.
And Jessica.
And as we told you before, we're going to be coming to the zoo once a month and showing you guys different things. And like we said in the last video, when it snows, we're going to come enjoy it and see some of the animals interact and play in the snow, like the snow leopard, because she never gets to see the snow leopard very active at all. And the polar bear might have some fun too. But I think we are the only people here in the zoo today.
I think so too. I didn't see anyone else in the parking lot or so far inside, so we'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, and with that being said, there's not that many people working today. There's like 2 or 3 cars out front, and I think that they have not really cleaned up the pathways. So if you do come, watch your step. Also, be careful driving in the snow. But we're here to have some fun in the snow and enjoy. Of course, since it is 20 degrees, it is very empty here in the front. There's a lot of snow everywhere. Even the Kentucky canteen is closed. Everything's closed except for African Outpost, which is a good thing because we were hoping to eat lunch here. If you know what we are talking about, we love their chicken tenders. But of course, the train is going to be closed for a long time. Probably won't come back, and everything else is closed. I think the main gift shop is still open as well. But that is about it. And there's a lot of snow still on the ground. And the pathways are really not that bad, just over bridges and stuff. And there are people driving around, putting salt on it. And as I said a minute ago, it is only like 20 degrees, if that. It was like 11 when I checked this morning. But we don't know what animals will be out, if there will be any. But I'm sure we'll see some stuff. Probably won't see any lemurs today. With them being from Madagascar, I don't expect them to be out playing in the snow. It might be a little too cold for them. And of course the merry-go-round with some snow. It's not operating right now. It'll be open hopefully in March. No rhinos either, except for this one right here covered in snow. Definitely no warthogs. Like I said, your choices are going to be very limited, but it is very pretty walking through here with the snow. And also right next to the giraffe house, we've never noticed this before, but there's a little primate area enclosure back there. It looks like some jungle gyms and stuff for the primates. And it says contact giraffe area staff before entering. So I'm wondering if you are able to do a tour back there. We will probably dig into that and let you guys know at a later time. I don't know what that's about, but we'll find out. And of course the giraffes are not outside, but they are inside. Oh my goodness. Hello, giraffes. Hello. Giraffes are beautiful creatures. I love giraffes. And there's a younger one over here as well. And usually this area is filled with lots of people all the time. So you never really get to interact with them. I mean, you can if you are patient enough, but this is a real treat for us and I'm loving it. This is really awesome.
Yes. They were staring at us when we walked in because I think we're the first people they saw today.
Yeah, there's literally nobody else here walking around except for us. I think we're crazy because it is really cold, but you get things like this when there's nobody else here because they're bored and they want attention. Great interactions like this is why you would want to come to the zoo when it's cold and nobody else is here. It makes it very hard to leave the giraffe house, but onward we must go. It was also really warm in there, obviously, because giraffes need the heat, so we took advantage of it.
Yes.
And as you can see, their pond water is frozen over. And of course, because of the snow, they don't want you climbing these stairs to check out the rhinos back there. They're probably not back there anyway. But yeah, these stairs are completely covered with snow. And of course, the Dole Whip stand is closed. And there's no bongos. Definitely no butterflies yet. And of course, no elephants either. But maybe, just maybe, if we're lucky, we might get to see them inside. I got to do that one time. I don't see any camels out either. They were out yesterday while it was snowing. And camels do like the cold because the desert gets below freezing. So far, the only thing we've seen is a couple cranes and the giraffes inside, but that's to be expected because it is very cold. But I was hoping to see the camels at least. And there's probably definitely not any lions out right now, but we're gonna check anyway. Yep, no lions. That's all right. It'll warm up and they will be out here, I am sure, eventually. No zebras. The gates are open to go inside where the elephant is. Unfortunately, there's no sign telling you that you can. Last time I did this, there was a sign pointing you in that direction, so I'm not going to try it today, but I will insert the video of when I did go do it right now. Cool. So you can see the baby. There's Fitz.
Fight the bowler myself. I once scored a 120. Usually it's around 60 or 70. Wanna go over and run up?
Somebody's upset.
Well,
She really wanted to go inside and see him.
we'll go eat our chicken tenders and then check back.
Now, for some chicken tenders, hopefully they're serving. If not, that's okay too. But since we have an annual pass, we don't pay to get in except for once a year. And this is our way to contribute to the zoo. Chicken tenders. Oh yeah. And of course, there's nobody at African Outpost either, but we were able to get some food, so that's good. No Cobus monkeys out right now, but there is an indoor viewing area. And there's nobody else here, so we're gonna take advantage of the no crowds. It's very hard to see through this reflective glass, but if you look up here, try this back there, there's a Cobus monkey. But yeah, sometimes there's red-tailed monkeys in here when these guys are outside. This is the restrooms for the Cobus crossing, but there is also a pathway that way, which is where the exit to the elephant house is. Fortunately, I still don't see a sign saying we can go back there, so we're not going to go back there today. And of course, the meerkats are also not on display for good reason, but they are inside. Look at this little guy. Sad to say we did want to walk through there because I bet it's really pretty with the snow, but I can understand it is very slippery back there, even on a regular day. So I can only imagine how slippery it is with all the snow and ice. Somebody really likes this meerkat.
He's cute and lonely.
But he doesn't like me. He turns away every time.
Hi, buddy.
And since the gorilla forest pathway is blocked off, we gotta walk down the hill. Luckily, it doesn't look too bad with ice and snow, but still watch your step, as there are still some spots that are a little bit slushy. Hippo Falls pathway is open. However, I don't think there's a hippo in here right now. No, there is not, because hippos do not like the cold. But it does look very cool in here with all this snow. We'll come back in the springtime and see our hippo friend. It's safe to say that there's no gorillas outside But luckily, there is a inside sanctuary. Really great when there's nobody in here. We got some gorillas over here. Just one. And then right over here, we have a whole family. There's a silverback who's just kind of chilling. It's hard to see because it's very reflective glass. And then up there is another, and I'm pretty sure Kendi is laying down right next to that one. But you're supposed to wear masks inside, so we got our masks on, and we're having fun with some gorillas. Sorry, it's very hard to see these guys with this glass. It is super reflective. But yeah, we have the entire room to ourselves. And like most of the pathways, this one is also blocked off. It's just the walking bridge that goes over this enclosure here. But of course there's no gorillas in there right now. It's too cold. And the bridge that goes over the gorilla forest that was blocked off ends up over here next to the Congo trading post. But now to complete the walk down the hill, which seems to be pretty good as far as no ice and snow. But there's still quite a bit of snow on the ground. And our zoo still has a Dippin' Dot stand. However, it's not open right now. It's too cold for that. So far, there's no snow leopard here on the catwalk, but hopefully it's moving around in its enclosure. Needless to say, it's not moving around. Well, we found the snow leopard. It's up there, doing what it's doing. I have no idea what that's for. There was one time I came here by myself and the snow leopard was pacing right here by the fence. Now it's just up there on the ledge. We have found a tiger. Sorry, I'm not going to get a very good shot of him, but at least it's up close. He is massive, though. That's a big cat. One time I came here, and they were doing tiger training demonstrations, and he put his paws up on the glass, and it was pretty much to the top panel there. When the season kicks off full swing, I will come back and check out one of these tiger training sessions for you, and you guys can see how big he really is. And of course, because of the snow, these stairs are blocked off. And there's another lookout for the tiger, but we don't need it because he was at the other one. And this leads over to the snow leopard. And since he was on the ledge, this is probably the best vantage point to see him right now. We have found a snow leopard. There's some people down there where we were looking up here for the snow leopard. One day I'd like to see it climbing the rocks. And of course, this is the other spot where the stairs go up to. It's blocked off on this side as well. Needless to say, there's a lot more people showing up now, probably because the roads are getting more cleared. But that's okay, it's still not very crowded. Someone's enjoying the snow. Sorry if we're a little bit dark, but I wanted you guys to see how close the polar bear was to us. And it's enjoying the snow quite a bit. Oh, it rolled over. There's another polar bear right here. course, the stairs to go down to the seals are also blocked for good reason. This pathway has not been walked over very much, so it's still kind of slick. There goes some geese. And that is where you would come up from the seal enclosure. Unfortunately, I do not see any seals in here right now. Oh, there's one right there. So we did find a couple, and there's a big one. Also over there in the other pool, which they're conjoined pools. They're just separated by a wall that they can basically swim over. Poor guy. He's trying to get up on that rock. And one day we will come and watch the seal show. You can hear that thing from Gorilla Forest. And I thought it was an elephant, but it's just this bird. And like we said when we came in, the only place open right now is African Outpost. So Wild Burger here and the stand next to it are closed. And I guess the guanaco likes the snow because I've never actually seen him standing unless he's back there in his shed. But it looks like with the tracks, he's had a day. And of course, it's too cold for the jaguar as well. If you're gonna come here during a snow day, make sure you have an annual pass. I wouldn't suggest paying admission to do this because there's really not that many animals out. But if you have an annual pass, it's definitely worth it to take advantage of it. The sloth is in its enclosure, however, inside. And we will eventually, one day, hopefully, do a little meet and greet with him. Of course, I think it's also too cold for the flamingos. Unfortunately, the Cats of America exhibit is also blocked off due to snow and ice. But it's unfortunate because the puma back there, you can see through the trees, is moving quite a bit. As cold as we are, I think we're going to skip the Herp Aquarium today. Even though it's warm in there, there's really nothing unique about the snowy weather. So we're going to go ahead and continue to Islands. And when you come in here, you never know what's going to be in here. Like we told you, it could be any of these animals. But today it's the orangutans. But they're way back there. We'll have plenty of other chances to see these guys. Now, as I said before, this room is an aviary, but I try to come through here pretty quickly because you never know what bird's above your head. Now it's time for the penguins. And they're all right there, except for this guy, he's already in the water. And it looks like the water is drained in the Cuban crocodile display. So I wonder when we'll see them again. And like I told you guys before, sometimes the Komodo dragon is in here. There's Romulus. It's been a while since we've seen him, and man, he's gotten so much bigger. Now, since the orangutan was inside the Geens room, I'm not sure who's gonna be out here, if there's gonna be anybody at all. So far, this enclosure is empty. And I guarantee you that there's a sign there. It says animal off exhibit. This is the one that's in between the two indoor exhibit viewing areas. There's nothing in here either. Safe to say there's probably nothing in the other one either. And that's the metal exhibit I was telling you about. And here's the last exhibit. Fortunately, there's a barricade there blocking you. I don't know why. But there's nothing in here. Pretty sure the sign there says animal off exhibit. So needless to say, it's probably too cold for any of the animals here in the Islands exhibit. Upon further observation, I'm assuming that this hole here in the ceiling is why there's a barricade. Now this enclosure has some black swans, but it's generally for the Galapagos turtles or the giant tortoise. But obviously the Galapagos is a lot warmer than it is here today. Now this enclosure is for penguins. Granted, these penguins are from warmer climate areas, so the water has been drained. Well, that's going to about do it from us today here at the Louisville Zoo. I hope you guys enjoyed the nice snow day we had. And we didn't get very many animal interactions, but the ones we did were pretty great. Did you enjoy it?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was fun.
Well, hope you guys like the video. Go ahead, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. But until next time, kick it X-Ville style. We love you. Pac-Man out.
Bye.